Jesus, no other name can
People always
heal.
seem to have a fancy knife when they do unboxing videos. And I just realized that I have one. I don't know if you can see it. Close does it focus? So basically it's a knife that I got from my brother, and it's got "I will make you fishers of men." It's the words Jesus used to call his first disciples. Come follow me, I'll make you fishers of men. And what I have now is the final of my 3 lenses that I bought. It seems to be packaged fairly substantially. It's got a lot of tape around. Okay. And it's funny. It's double taped because it's clearly been an old air bits or airbags, whatever you want to call them. At least he has taken some care in packaging it. Here it is. EF 70 to 200 millimeter. F 2.8L IS USM. And this is the thing. In the sales advert, there was no term IS. So, you have a place to, because it's so heavy you can't mount it on the camera, so you get to, oh, it looks untouched. But everything seems to be fairly well in order. And now if we look at the lens itself, which is the main thing. The bag looks all right. I guess that strap, it goes on the bag if you want to have it. It feels like a lethal weapon. It's tremendously heavy. So there's, to my understanding, there's 3 versions of this. One is this lens without any image stabilization. That's the cheapest. Then there's this one with image stabilization. Then there's Mark II of the same lens. Very interesting to see. I shall give it a go and see what type of images it produces. And I'll switch the lens. So that's it on. It's a massive thing. And what do you call it? It's not suitable for taking videos inside. It just, that's 70 mil. And that's 200 mil. And it just, I'm even going backwards, and it's, yeah. What do you call it? It's having, first of all, it's having problems focusing, and then second of all, it's just too tight for indoor stuff. But anyway, I need to take it outside and take a couple of pictures and see what it's able to do. But the initial feeling is I'm happy with it.
Jesus, no other man can been said.
That's another work week done. Looks like my over 100% utilization will last at least one more month, and I bet it will last a bit longer. How do you call it? Yesterday I drove up to Lahti because the apartment that we bought, it's completed, and now we have 2 for 2 in presenting our flats to a potential a person came to check it out. It was 21.5 square meters, and the window, it was basically the pavement started from it. There's it's just toilet, kitchen, and everything. They were just crammed into one space. But anyway, the weird thing, there was supposed to be multiple people coming to this thing, and the only one who showed up was this, or I'm not even going to say her name, but this lady who came. She was the only one who came, and we had already Mia had already screened that she would most likely be the best one. So did a credit check. That's what you need to do. It costs like 20 euros to do a check like that. And then you get a report, and basically it just says, ei luottotieto, or no markings in her credit history. And that's basically all you can do. And then name and paper. Or I then asked that when she looked around the place, and she said that, yeah, I like it. And I said, then shall we go ahead and just sign the papers then? She agreed, we did it. And yeah, that's something that has gone horrible with, is my handwriting. It just is appalling. Look at the numbers that are right. I was trying to write 13, and I was trying to make a 9 into an 8, and it was absolute rubbish. I what do you call it? I wrote it on, it's a PDF. I wrote it on a computer first in order to avoid me having to type. But then I made 2 mistakes in the paper. And then I had to write manually there. Which reminds me, I need to scan it and put it on our drive so that we have details of the agreement that we've actually done it. And then I need to remember to send it to the accountant. Even though I'm a firm believer that exercise is just about, if not number 1, then number 2 thing to keep you well. First it was horrible weather for a week, and I did not exercise. So I didn't exercise a lot, and then, what do you call it? Now first it was raining and I didn't exercise, and now it's been kids' autumn vacation, so I've stayed at home. I haven't exercised. So 2 weeks doing nothing, which is not good. So that's something I need to think. Yeah, when I was in Lahti yesterday, or whoever has MS knows that when you need to go, you really need to go. And I was walking around trying to find a toilet or a place to pee. Could not find it. Then finally, when I was nearly bursting, I found out that there was a construction site, and I thought I'll just sneak in there. So I walked, and there was a cobblestone road, and there was kind of sharp-edged stones, and one of them was protruding like 2 or 3 centimeters. There's a nickname, stumbling in flats, and it describes me excellently. Just the smallest thing, and I'm just. But I was doing these kind of weird. I managed to stay up, but it was so embarrassing. But anyway, I found a semi-hidden place and I relieved myself, because this apartment that I was going to check, it opened at 6 o'clock and I was there 5:45, and there was no two ways about it. I had to go. So that's what I did. But I nearly ended up having an accident. It was sick. The thing was at 6 o'clock at night, so it was too late to go and disturb either the parents or my grandmother, because I would have been home like after or very, very late. So I chose to just drive straight home. In Lahti Road, it is a lot of renovations there, and sometimes you can drive fairly fast, but sometimes it's just you're going 60 and 50, and it's supposed to be 120 all the way. Yeah, one thing we did, we got Spotify Premium for the family, and now people are dancing and singing and doing whatever. You hear music playing everywhere. I've listened to it a little bit. I've been listening to a playlist from One Thing, which is a IHOP Kansas City New Year's conference called One Thing, and I've listened to their worship now quite a bit, actually. Quite enjoy it. It takes me back when I frequented these types of events. Now not so much. But anyway, this is getting long in duration, so I'll just say that Jesus Christ is King. Amen.
Jesus, oh Jesus, conquering death, you reign victorious and